Debbie and Carrie have set a wedding date for themselves, June 30th. In the month of May, they send out dozens of wedding invitations to friends and relatives.
So are we going to Texas to see their wedding?
Sure, but when do you think we should get married?
Maybe a month or so after them? But now, I am ready for us to make love, Jonathan.
In that case, to my bedroom we go.
Wow, we both got an invitation to Debbie and Carrie's wedding. Did you respond? Yes, I got permission from my mother and she and I will be taking a flight back to Texas for the wedding. Sadly, I cannot go. Now that I signed my solo recording contract with our record label, they are having me do a dozen of solo recording sessions to prepare my solo album. Also, I find it strange they would invite you to their wedding. Didn't Debbie have to dump you to commit herself to Carrie? Yes, but if she had not done that, I wouldn't be with you now. You are a constant source of joy in my life, Suzanne. We complete each other. Ah, you made me blush.
They sent me and my mother invitations. I assume as my wife, you would also be welcome, but you can stay home with the twins if you like.
I will stay here.
I can't wait to see them again. How I envy them for being true to themselves in their love. When I was their age, most LGBT people had to stay in the closet and were fearful of the public hating them if they were outed. I was never a lesbian or even bisexual, but love is love. Such beautiful girls should be treasured as they are.
Well, it was nice of them to send me this, but I think I will pass. I can just read about it and see pics of it on Facebook or other social media sites.
Of course I will preside over the wedding. This is indeed a joyful occasion. But I've never had to marry teens before. Are you sure you were old enough for this kind of commitment?
We've been over this with our mothers. Carrie and I are not just love partners, we have something that we think can last a lifetime. We could tell you all sorts of stories about our adventures, from the time I came to this town and found Debbie a total outcast by most of her peers for being atheist. I was her only close friend for a long time. I held and comforted her when she cried, and celebrated with her our victories. We have come a long way together and this is a way of sharing everything we mean to each other. Just yesterday I was exploring YouTube and found this song that would be perfect for our wedding. It's by a group called Restless Heart, titled I'll Still Be Loving You.
That's so beautiful. Are you going to sing that at the wedding or just have it played?
I was thinking maybe Carrie and I could sing it to each other after we recite our wedding vows. I'm not much of a singer, though. You can sing it to me by yourself if you want. Mother Lucy. Debbie and I will not change either of our names. I will remain Carrie Sims and she will be Debbie Smith.
And what about your children? What name will they inherit?
Sims, because Smith is such an extremely common last name. And we want to have only one child. Debbie is the one who wants to get pregnant, so we will do like you and Mother Jessica did and look for a sperm donor. Carrie and I will move back and forth between your and the Sims homes every 6 months until we are adults. Then we may move to a large city like Dallas or Houston and get a small apartment. That's a sound plan. Also, Carrie has a special request. She wants to start calling you Mother Sandy in addition to calling her actual mothers Mother Jessica and Mother Lucy. And I would call you 3 mothers the same. Really? That's sweet. I accept that.
Are you sure you want me to be the best man at the wedding, Debbie? I'm not exactly sure what that involves.
You would just stand beside me and look cute. Bella, I'd like you to be the maid of honor in my and Debbie's wedding. Thank you. Being a Catholic, I am curious as to how your wedding will differ from a Catholic wedding. Since I've never been to a Catholic wedding, I can't answer that. But in this case, you would just stand beside me and hold my hand until I turn around and take Debbie's hand.
Isn't the father of the bride supposed to do that?
Well, we changed it up. My mother Jessica will escort me down the aisle, and then Debbie will be escorted by her mother. You and James, Debbie's brother, will then enter together and walk up beside us brides.